Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lex if you are new here, and today I'm going to tell you guys how I am allergic to Mounjaro Zepbound and how I've been able to stay on it for 2.5 years, manage and maintain without side effects. So I was actually on an allergy medication for my seasonal allergies prior to starting Mounjaro. So when I first started Mounjaro Zepbound, I was not aware that I was allergic when I first started taking my injections. It wasn't until about 3, maybe 4 weeks in where, due to whatever life circumstances, I think like seasonal allergies were gone, like they had went away for the season, and I stopped taking my allergy med. Shortly after, I developed hives on my entire body, itchy throat, itchy eyes. I had red splotchy spots all over my body. I was very itchy. I really was more so itchy on my legs, like on this part of my legs. It was to the point where I was scratching so bad. I remember going to the doctor and describing it as I was like, I feel like a crackhead because I'm scratching so hard. I was literally like literally like almost ripping my skin out because I was itching so bad. My doctor was like, have you had any changes? You know, have you started any new medications, stopped any new medications? By that point, I was already 90-ish so days into Mounjaro Zepbound. I didn't think it was that. I did mention to my doctor, I'm like, hey, I stopped taking my allergy meds due to, you know, my seasonal allergies going away. I'm not having any, you know, nasal issues. I'm not having any allergies. No allergy issues in general. My doctor was like, you stopped taking your allergy med? And I was like, yeah, oh, you know, probably like a week, 10 days ago. Doctor was like, and I was like, what are you thinking? And my doctor was like, yeah, and you started the Mounjaro, what, 90-ish so days ago? I was like, yeah, what's the correlation? My doctor was like, let's do a test. I was like, are you sure? Isn't it gonna be expensive? Doctor was like, we'll see. So I was like, you know what, let me go home. We did the test, but I was also like, let me go home and see if I start taking my allergy meds, is it gonna go away? So immediately I got home. I take Zysol every night before bed. I don't know if you guys know, but if you take a 24-hour allergy medication, it's best to take it at night due to this exact reason. It works better when taken at night, so that way it's like a 24-hour release, right? So after like the first 12 hours, it works better. So you take it at night, it gets through your body, it's shaking and moving, and then by the morning, it's working its best, it's at its peak to benefit you during the day when you have access to, you know, seasonal allergies, whatever you're allergic to, pollen or whatever, the outside things. I'm allergic to all of the things outside. I breathe too hard and I'm allergic, okay? So I started that night, I started taking my allergy meds again, and I was just like, all of a sudden, and then the doctor did give me medication to clear it up, but I did not take that. I'm the type of person, I want to know, and I want to know for sure, because with these doctors, I really feel like they just trial and error. Like, I really feel like doctors don't know what they got going on, and they Google everything, they chat GBT everything. I sat in my doctor's office, not this instance, but a different time. I asked him a question, and I watched this man Google my question, and then all these answers popped up, and he was like, I think. Well, who knows? Which is why I always try to preface to you guys, like, hey, if you don't listen to me, listen to somebody who's been there, done that. If your doctor has not taken a GLP-1 or been over 300 pounds and lost a significant amount of weight, or at least lost over 100 pounds, they have no idea what they're talking about. I don't feel like doctors that have not been overweight, doctors that have not been on the GLP-1, and doctors that have not actually experienced like being morbidly obese, overweight, obese in general, I don't think that they have like a generalized understanding of what we actually and truly are going on, like what we got going on. I don't think they understand it mentally, physically, mentally, or emotionally. I think that they only understand it by the book, and honestly, by the book means nothing because these doctors Google everything, okay? So my doctor was like, let's do the test, let's see if you're allergic. And I was like, okay, he gave me medication. I'm like, okay. I went home. Like I said, I took the medication within 24 hours. Let's say within 12, because I went to sleep and then I woke up. My red hives started going away immediately. They started to get less itchy. I had not taken any of the medication that the doctor had provided me as of yet. So I had noticed, like, I was still itchy, yes, because it doesn't work immediately. It doesn't just vanish and go away, disappear. No. But immediately I was just like, oh my God, a sense of relief. I wasn't digging into my skin anymore. It was more so like a mosquito bite type of itch, like, it wasn't like, no. It was more like, okay, this is a little irritating, uncomfortable, like, all right, let me, okay. So I did that for 3 days. After those 3 days, of course, I stayed on the medication, but after those 3 days, my symptoms went away. I never started the medication that the doctor gave me, never. Eventually, I don't know, after so many days, maybe it was like 10 days or something, my results came back. I am in fact allergic to tirzepatide. Who would have known? But great thing for me, allergy meds or Zysol is not harmful to take long term. So I've been taking Zysol, or you can call it levocetrazine, 5 milligrams, long term. I've been taking it now for 2.5 years, long term, like non-stop, consistently. So for the people that, you know, do think that they might be allergic, consult your doctor first. Consult your doctor first, because I am not a doctor and this is not medical advice, okay? Intermission. I do want to emphasize this video is for informational purposes only. This is not a substitute for professional medical advice. So just a few things that I do want to touch on, that potential side effects as far as allergic reactions can be as follows. Mine was rash, hives, itchiness. Yours could be swelling of the face, lips, eyes, tongue, difficulty breathing, dizziness, rapid heartbeat. Some signs of a mild allergic reaction to the tirzepatide Mounjaro Zepbound injection are as followed: a localized redness of the skin, itching, or a mild rash. All normal. Some signs of a severe allergic reaction to the tirzepatide Mounjaro Zepbound are as follows: hives or a widespread rash all over the body, swelling in the face or the throat, be mindful, shortness of breath or wheezing, pay attention, and anything anaphylaxis, to be honest. Like, anaphylaxis is just too far for me, so it's just giving, go to the hospital. You want to take this serious. You don't want to play around. Go to the hospital if you're having any of those type of symptoms. But for me, it was really just more so hives, rash, severe itchiness. I knew that it was mild, that it could be controlled, but I was just like, you know what? This is new. This is different. I didn't really think it was from the tirzepatide at first, but then I was like, let me go to the doctor. And then we confirmed it. I do strongly want to emphasize that everybody does not have the same side effects or symptoms. Just because I have or have allergic reactions does not mean you will too. My body chemistry is different from yours. My body makeup is different from yours. What the right person might be doing, the left person might not. Side effects, symptoms, and allergic reactions are not for all. I know so many people on GLPs that have not had allergic reactions. I have also never had site allergic reactions. I've never had an injection site where I've had like a huge rash, like on like the injection site itself. Never had a huge rash. Now that could just be because I'm now on the allergy med, because I don't think that between the time that I had stopped the allergy med, I had an injection in between. So maybe had I had stopped the allergy med and then took an injection, maybe I would have got a injection site allergic reaction, but I did not have that. I just had full body, arms, legs, chest, everything. I had hives all over the body, and I'm kind of fairer skin, so when I'm red, baby, you can tell. Like, you can tell when I'm red. Yeah, you can tell when I'm red. So it was not a sight to see. But like I said, it all worked out. I still have been on Mounjaro Zepbound tirzepatide for 2.5 years. I've lost 176 pounds. I have not had any issues. I have not had any allergy issues. I literally have not had any issues once getting on the allergy med long term. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, do be sure to contact your healthcare provider. number one. And then do be sure to let your providers know everything that's going on. Even if you think that it's not a side effect from Mounjaro, tirzepatide, Zepbound, just be sure to just mention it. It doesn't hurt to mention it. Just like my short-term memory loss, that is a side effect. It's not a documented side effect on the Eli Lilly website, but that is definitely a side effect from the medication. I have never, ever, 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 ever had issues with my memory. Never, ever, ever, until, let's say, like probably a year and a half in is when this all started. It's kind of going quickly too. Maybe it's very rapid. I do know that I am way too young to start having like dementia and Alzheimer's and like all those other issues. So it's definitely just giving tirzepatide, Mounjaro, Zepbound is the cause. I did bring this up to my doctor. He kind of just documented it and noted it and said if it gets worse or any changes, let him know. This is what it is. There are not a lot of people who have been on the medication other than the clinical trial people for 2.5, 3+ years, except for the clinical trial people. And some of the people from the clinical trial have come off the medication completely. So again, there's not really anybody who's been on this medication 3+ years and is still rocking and rolling. Not too many. So here I am tested, true, and tried. I am a real life Mounjaro, Zepbound, tirzepatide user. So that's it. That's all. There are a lot of allergy meds I do want to say that you can use. I just use Zysol because that is, you know, a medication that I was able to get at Target over the counter, and then I was just like, okay, I think it's probably gonna be cheaper to get this prescribed to the doctor. So now I get it prescribed to the doctor and I don't have any issues. It is way cheaper to the doctor. Do want to preface that for a 90-day supply. Make sure you get your medications in 90-day supplies. Do not get 30 days. It's cheaper. It's cheaper to just get it 90 days and it reduces the hassle. So again, that's enough for this video. I hope, you know, you learned something. I hope this video helped. I hope you feel like you are not alone during your Mounjaro, Zepbound, tirzepatide journey, your GLP-1 journeys. I am so excited for all of you. I am, you know, hoping and praying that you guys stay focused, you stay on the plan. You guys feel like you can do it too. You know, this is not just sustainable for me. If I can do it, you can do it too. You know, we are in this together. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below in the comments and I'll be sure. I always respond to my comments. I am very active with my comments. I mean, I don't have a job right now. So what else do I have to do but respond to your comments? Right. I will be in the comments. Meet me in the comments, babes. Meet me in the comments. Meet me in the comments. Until next time, don't miss me too much. Bye.
I got that diamonds on her arm, diamonds in her ears. She even wear that diamonds for a year. I'm trying to treat you special.